Hi, everybody. This is Christopher Hussey. Welcome to the very first Kannaway Google Hangout. Everybody do this. Everybody give yourself a big hand. Let me see how we got here. My phone is blowing up. My email is blowing up. My Google Hangout. We have almost 500 people watching the live stream. Let me bounce around here. I'm most excited about 3,972 people in less than 24 hours involved in this amazing opportunity that we're calling Kannaway. Oh my goodness. Here's what I want to see. I want to see you guys in the Facebook comments down below. If you are on this Kannaway Hangout page, going live, if this thing is rocking and rolling for you, I want to see some comments. What do you guys got down there in the comments? Show me what you got. Show me what you got. In the comments, what's going on down there? Show me what you got. Let me read some people here. Let me read some people. Lots of comments from Michael. There's Angela, Kana, my beautiful wife is there, Erica, Debbie. I'm scrolling down the page, 107 more comments. Guys, tonight is the night. We have been working very hard to do something that just hasn't been done before. And on the Google Hangout with me tonight, we have some of our corporate leadership, we have some of our field leadership, and I know those of you out there that got the message, those of you that joined us on the Hangout, I know that there's a ton of questions. Tonight is not an answer the questions kind of night. Tonight is a hangout and talk about why we are all here on this hangout doing what we're doing with Kannaway tonight. And so we're going to introduce a lot of different people. I'm going to start right beside me. Right beside me, there's a young lady there. Her name is Sugar. She is running the deal for us. Sugar, is everything working out?
Everything's working right now.
All right. Sugar's going to keep us up. She's going to keep the internet connected and make things rock and roll. Seth, my friend, how you doing over there?
Oops. Unmuted and muted. Sorry about that. So, yeah, doing really great. It's a thrilling day here and very excited about this opportunity. Can't wait to chat a little bit about why we're all here. But, man, beautiful day in sunny Colorado and happy to be a part of the Hangout today.
Seth is one of our field leaders, guys. Seth, you got a couple people in your group, don't you?
One or two. I think two total, yeah.
Two total. All right. Glad you're here. Glad you're here, my brother.
Thank you. Good to be here.
Monty Patterson, my friend. Where are you? I don't even know. Where do you live, Monty? What's going on?
Man, I live in Columbus, Ohio, the Buckeye State.
Isn't it like 40 inches, like this much snow in Columbus right now?
You know what? We just had like Ice Age, the meltdown. It was like 40 degrees. Everything's starting to melt now. So, yeah, we're heating up. Don't hate on us. We're heating up.
I love it. Another one of our field leaders, guys, you have a couple people in your group too, Monty.
Yeah, I think 3 or 4. You know, Unity Nation is in the house. Yeah.
I love it. Little shout out there. Well, thank you for joining us. I know you got some cool things to say. We're going to skip on over to Troy and Jason. Now, this is special right here. Troy, where are you right now?
Guys, we're sitting in Jason's office up here in Temecula, California. This is where it all comes together with Hemp Vape, and we are preparing for what's about to unleash.
We're trying to make sure we're ready for you guys.
Man, I know that when people were enrolling, I know we have a little survey. I know the hemp vape is dominating, right?
Hemp vape is totally dominating, without a doubt. Everybody wants their hands on it.
I love it.
We love it.
All right, we're going to come back to you guys so we can talk a little bit more about this. So let's go on over to the man who gets the messaging, who puts it out there, our communications guy. Charles, how's that internet connection? Are we doing it? What's going on? Uh-oh. How we doing on volume, Charles? We can't hear you, brother. All right, we're going to come back to Charles. We'll see if we can work this out technically. We're going to come back because we can't hear him right now. All right, I have to take a deep breath here. Hold on. Hold on. Before I go over to the man, I just got to prepare. Billy Funk, you in the house?
I'm right here, brother.
What's going on?
Kannaway is going on, man. It's rocking and rolling. I think that we started something that is spreading like an absolute wildfire. I'm just excited to be here. Very fortunate to be a part of this incredible team, and man, I'm excited. I don't remember the last time I was this excited. I actually am holding back my excitement right now because you guys would all probably, I don't know, start running away.
I don't think we have enough bandwidth for all of your excitement, so hold it down there. Just hold it down. Well, guys, we have an awesome group with us. We might actually have a couple of people jump in and out. I know our CEO, is thinking about jumping in here with us. He's doing some things for the company, but if he can slide in the time, he's going to jump on here with us. So let me start by just throwing out what is Kannaway. Now, if you're watching this stream, if you're watching this, it means that you got a message. You got a message about we're doing this thing. You've probably already enrolled, or somebody who is already enrolled sent you a message and said, oh my goodness, you got to take a look at this thing. Kannaway is a brand new. Actually, let me change that. Kannaway's not even real yet. Like we started this thing and we had so much interest. I mean, Seth got a hold of it and the world just kind of blew up, right? We had so much interest in people wanting to get in and promote that yesterday we actually put our enrollment site up a week ahead of time. We actually had planned on going live March 1st. We are still going to change things up and do some cool stuff, talk about comp plans and talk about products and talk about all that stuff March 1st. But we wanted to give all of you that are down with the excitement the chance to get in, promote, build your teams, get in the power line, and literally just take advantage of what will become known to be the greatest opportunity in your lifetime, period. Now, I'm not going to be so verbose about it because these guys that are on the line are much better at this than I am. But what we're going to do tonight is we're going to just chat around a little bit. We're going to talk about a number of different things. If we have some time for questions, all of that. Before we do that, you are here because somebody told you to come here and take advantage of this opportunity. On this page, there's a button. And when you click that button, it's going to take you over and give you the opportunity to get in the deal. Right? Give you the opportunity to get in Kannaway and begin building your power line and building your team. Somebody invited you, and you're going to need a 7-digit code. That person has a unique ID that says, hey, it's that person. So you're going to click that button. We got some feedback happening there. We're going to click that button. We're going to jump over to that page. You're going to put in that 7-digit code. You're going to get in the deal, and we're going to keep driving this thing. That's what we're here for. I would love to start this off. Hold on. Charles Vest, how you doing over there? Did we make it? Oh, you're on mute. Let's unmute Charles. Charles? No volume. Okay, I'm going to start with Troy. I'm going to start with Troy because I'm here because of Troy. And you may not know it, but you're here because of Troy too. And Troy's one of those guys that has massive experience in MLM. He does incredible. He's incredible at building teams. But what's even greater at Troy is he is a true visionary who can also execute his vision. He is kind of he's our juggernaut behind the scenes that's kind of pulling the strings and making all the stuff happen. That's who Troy is. And so there's no better way to start the first Kannaway Google Hangout than hearing about the vision from this amazing gentleman. What do you got, Troy?
Well, Chris, thank you for the words, and it's definitely exciting to see where we're at right now and where this thing has gone. Product development is really what we're focusing on, and with everything that's going on with the cannabis plant, specifically hemp, it's an endless opportunity of what we have to be able to continuously release new products every 90 days within the network. It's really going to take us to a level that no other network marketing company has ever been able to offer.
Troy, one of the questions that a lot of people are feeling right now, again, guys, we're in the buzz launch phase. We coined a phrase. The phrase was leadership leveraged launch. And basically what that means, what that term means is, people who follow your leadership who follow your vision, who you have influence over, and if you're going to go do something, those people are going to go do it with you. That's what this buzz period is about. You reach out to the people you're close to the people you have influence over, to the people that listen to you, and you say, we're going to go do this thing. That's what the buzz launch is all about. And so during this period, Troy, I know we're not talking a lot about products, right? And people are like, well, what products do you want to have? We talked about the salve, we talked about the hemp vape, but give us a little bit of vision. I know we're behind the scenes here a little bit, so don't give anything away. But I mean, hemp is this thing. It's like it's the strongest rope, and it has all of this stuff. I mean, what might, ladies and gentlemen, I said the word might. What might we see coming down the pipe for a Kannaway distributor?
Well, Chris, I mean that's it's really endless of the products that we can come out with. Anywhere from paper to, we're already launching a skincare line that's anti-aging as well as vaporizing. And there's just it's completely endless. I mean, when you think of the plant and you go back in time to Henry Ford, I mean, he ran built a car with hemp, ran a car off of hemp. So we're talking biofuels, we're talking plastics, there isn't anything that you can't do with the plant. So, we have 70 different products that are under development that could be taken to market at a very fast speed. So it's the sky's the limit, to say the least.
Troy, did you say 70 different products under development?
Yes, Chris, that's right. We have over 70 different products currently under development, and I believe it's every day that I'm in a different meeting looking at different projects and, how we can, best utilize the plant to be able to, take it and bring it the fastest and most economical way possible. So, as we continue to, especially with what President Obama just recently did, as we're bringing the plant back to be able to be grown within the United States, it's only going to help speed things up because we're not going to have to be dealing with Europe and other countries to grow and harvest and then deal with all the extra costs. So one of the great things is we come together as a company and really do this. We're going to, not only create jobs and income within the network, but what we're going to do for the farming community and everywhere else, that's what's going to make all the difference in the world. Plus, it's completely sustainable. Where else could you go that you can get a product that's going to be, carbon neutral, carbon negative, and make products with it that continue to do that? I mean, we could go all the way to building an entire home, a hempcrete home, and the majority of the things in a home we can do that with. So, from a corporate perspective, what we'll do and what we'll launch within the network, and the network is really where we're focusing all of our new products to come out and go to market with now, especially with the excitement that's coming along and the amount of people that are joining on at such a rapid pace right now. I mean, the numbers are remarkable in the first 24 hours. Oh
my goodness. Troy, you want some great news? Since we've been on the Hangout, we went from the first number being a 3 to the first number being a 4. 4,008 people within 24 hours. Billy Funk, I'm coming back to you, my brother, but give me just a little taste of awesome.
A little taste of awesome. Well, I think 4,000 plus people in 24 hours is absolutely, beyond awesome. I took a look at this a month and a half ago. I flew out to San Diego. It was January. I had an opportunity to leave, the Chicago winter, and so it really didn't take much for me to come out here. I wasn't expecting to get excited. I wasn't expecting, to have a brand new business to start building. I was expecting to meet some leaders and make some connections and take a look at something that I didn't know about. What I saw was, beyond phenomenal. What I saw between the testimonials, between the funding behind the company, between what they had done in the last 6 years and the last year itself, to create that buzz with CBD, and the knowledge of knowing now that cannabidiol is a whole lot different than THC, and it's not something that gets people high. To know that knowledge and to know what Kannaway is about to do, to be able to inform people, educate them, and take this to the next level and impact more lives and bring this to more people and transform, I think, not just a nation but an environment, an entire planet, that's what excites me. That's Kannaway.
Guys, as you can see, that is why we have Billy Funk on the hangout, and that was just a little bit of awesome. We're gonna come back and talk to Billy some more, right? Let's see, Charles, do we got some mic?
I don't know. You tell me.
Oh, Charles Best, everybody. How you doing, brother?
I am fantastic. Hopefully you can hear me okay.
Dude, we got you loud and clear. Please, nobody does it better. The number 2 pales in comparison. Tell us about CBD, my friend.
I'm too excited to tell you. I mean, I'm listening to Billy Funk, and I want to go out there and sign up as some innocuous guy that just came into this deal, and it makes me think that if you are a person that's on this call, this hangout for the first time, and you're just going, what in the world are we talking about? CBD, is that like church background donuts or something? I mean, what does it mean? And the first thing you got to know is that CBD stands for cannabidiol. It is an acronym for cannabidiol. And, we deal with cannabinoids, and there's an endocannabinoid system. You're going to hear all these things, and they're going to be jumbled in your mind to start with, but in just a few days, you're going to be an expert. It's going to just come right off of your tongue. So quickly about CBD, I'm going to make it really, really simple for those that don't know. And, the best thing you want to do is you want to do some research on CBD. You want to just go to Google like you are right now and just go ahead and type in, what is CBD? I mean, that's what most people do. And when you do that, you're going to find about 1.5 videos that are talking about the things that CBD does, the 10,000 studies out there about CBD, the fact that there's a patent out there, number 507, that is only in regards to CBD. You're going to find a lot of information. But the main thing I want to share with you guys is that, when someone invited you, they said, hey, would you like to be part of the first legal cannabis network? And you got curious, and that's what happens to everyone. They're like, are you kidding me? Is this legal? And what you find when you come in here is you get educated on the fact that in the cannabis world, you got 2 extremes. You have this extreme over here, which is the THC extreme, and that's the part, about getting high and recreational and all that. Have fun over there, but this is where we are, as we're over here. We're on all the other side. We still have fun, but there's no psychoactive activity of what we deal with. We deal with CBD, and so if you look at its extremes, we're way over here in this extreme. But we are still part of the cannabis family. We are still part of that amazing cannabis plant. Just like there's trees that have lemons and have oranges, there's cannabis that has, marijuana with THC and industrial hemp with CBD. They're all part of the same family, but you got to get excited about CBD because this is a compound that you're going to find out is something that you can give your newborn, you can give your great-grandmother, you can talk to your pastor about it, you can give it to your parents, and you can be proud of the fact that here's a compound that we already have in our body that we don't have enough of, and once we get it back in our system, things start happening like they're supposed to. You start finding out that, your body can do things, amazing things on its own with just the help of CBD, and as you can see, I can go on and on and on, so I hope that's a nice start about CBD.
Nobody does it better, my friend. Thank you very much. We'll come back to you for a couple other questions because I know we got a lot of people. Guys, I got to do an update. I got to give you an update. We are on here. When I put this out on the Facebook group today, I called it the Double Up, right? What did I call it? I called it the Double Up webinar. Guys, I'm doing a refresh. What did I say when we started this a few minutes ago? I said that we had 4,008. Well, we have 4,024 at this point. That is how quick this thing is actually growing, guys. If you are on this webinar, right? If you're on this webinar, get the 7-digit code from the person who sent you to this webinar and get in the deal. This is the buzz launch. This is the part where we make a lot of noise leading up to kicking off the football. This is the beginning of the Super Bowl, and we actually are going to be the team that actually shuts out the other team. Monty, what are you doing? Tell me about Ohio, and don't talk to me about the snow. Tell me about what's going on with Kannaway.
Well, Kannaway is on fire in Ohio. When you come to a state like Ohio, where there's initiatives on the ballot, when a lot of people are looking for medical marijuana, you have to think about where Kannaway stands and what kind of position that puts a state like Ohio in. For example, California does really well because obviously people are very familiar with having the cannabis movement there, and we know all the states that are legal. But when you see them talking in places like this where they're talking about initiatives and they're talking about doing big things, it presents anybody in Kannaway with a tremendous opportunity, and here's why. When you think about people that are looking for medical marijuana, most of the time they're looking for the healing portion of the plant. They want to feel better. We are literally able to say we have found a way to extract the health portion of the plant. You don't have to wait for your politicians to put compassion over politics. We have CBD available right now, and that puts a tremendous opportunity for any of us right here in the Buckeye State, the Midwest, and every other state across the nation to do incredible things with Kannaway. Because at the end of the day, when we're seeing the videos that we're seeing, when we're doing our independent research, when we're seeing children that are recovering and feeling better, when we're seeing people who are being well, and not only that, when we understand that our bodies are made for this, it is the perfect storm for anybody to position themselves ahead of what's to come. It's like you see a trend that's happening, you get there first, and that's why I'm so excited about Kannaway. We're bringing it home in the Buckeye State. You watch.
Woo! Oh my goodness! Hell, all right, Billy, she's giving you a run for your money on the amazing level, brother. What? Come. All right, Billy, come on.
Of course, no. I mean, Monty Patterson is awesome. I mean, you got Charles Best, Monty Patterson, Seth Fraser, Christopher Hussey, and Troy Neihart. I mean, big things were bound to happen.
Of course.
So I mean, I can add a whole lot, or I can add a whole little. I'm excited. I'm grateful and thankful to be here. And, I'm getting ready to rock and roll. Anybody that wants to lock arms with anybody on this panel, I suggest you start doing that now.
Oh, my goodness, man.
Billy Funk has one of my favorite quotes ever. He was on my radio show and goes, if you're not awesome, get awesome. And so that's what we're telling everybody with Kannaway. If you're not awesome, get awesome. I'll never forget it.
Monty, when we started this, we were chatting before we went live. You were talking about some very specific stuff that you wanted to talk. You want to talk about why hemp. I'm going to jump over and chat with Seth for a minute, and then we're going to come back and chat with you. Is that cool?
Absolutely.
Awesome. Seth Fraser.
Yo, Chris, how you doing?
Dude, I am rocking. Wait, let me refresh the screen. Let me show you how awesome I'm doing. 4,035 people.
Woo! Rocking and rolling.
Man, Seth, you're not a new guy in the game here. Like, you understand what an opportunity is. You understand how to build an opportunity, right? Why are you doing this?
Great question. In fact, raise your hand here if you had absolutely zero doubts about joining this company and you had no questions. You thought, oh, okay, cool. It's just another, anybody? Yeah, right. Everybody wondered. There was some curiosity about this, and we all thought, how does this work? How could it work? Is it possible that they actually were able to put the pieces together? So from my perspective, and just a little bit background on me, I've owned quite a few network marketing companies. I still own a couple of them out there. And so I don't just jump into an opportunity when I see it. I have a lot of doubts, a lot of questions, a lot of curiosities. So when I just know that when I did my research on this, not only was every question that I had answered, but it was answered in such a brilliant, beautiful way that I had full confidence to throw my full weight and my full name behind this and start building the team and rocking it out. And that's the way it's been. And it's been 100 miles an hour ever since. I love this company. I love the products. I've been lucky enough to be able to sample a few of them. And I just am in love with the direction that the company is going, the vision of the ownership, the corporate team, and it's blowing me away. It's awesome.
I have to tell you, as soon as I heard that you were coming on, I was literally speechless. I know how busy you are. I know how successful you are. I know what you want to do on the ball, and I was like, Seth is in.
Well, busy people are the ones that are successful, right? So if you're not busy right now, I'll tell you one thing. I said no to this opportunity. So just to be clear, when I was first approached by my sponsor, Eric Green, I said, you're a good dude. I love you to death. You're awesome. I love your direction. I love what you're about. I'm not going to do this, and I just want to be clear because I love you to death, and I don't want to lead you on. He said, all right. And there's this little itch in the back of your brain that just keeps going, what is this? I got to know what this is. It's so weird. And the more it itched, the more I had to scratch the itch, and I had to call him up. Now, this is going to be the same thing for all of us that are on this Hangout, all of us that are building right now teams. You're going to get no's a bunch of times, and those no's are going to turn into yeses. So the key thing is don't give up. Keep talking to people. Give them more information, because I was a no. Remember this. I was a huge no. I said there's a lot of question marks there. And as I did my research and found that all those questions were not only answered, but answered far better than I could have dreamed, that's going to happen for you too. And the one thing I love about this program, it's got that little hook. If I tell you guys I'm in a skincare deal or if I'm in a weight loss deal, I have to spend an hour and a half trying to differentiate why it's different, because this fiber that's in this plant makes you lose weight a pound a month faster and all that. So that crap is off the table with this, because you've got something that gets that hook in there. This won't be replicated or duplicated ever, because the patents are held by the company, the parent company. This is going to be released. You're not going to see another network marketing deal launch that's based around this particular cannabinoid extraction process. This is it. So if you were looking for that one deal that's going to be a home run that no one else can ever duplicate, this is it. So remember, if you're talking to people out there, don't get discouraged. You may get some no's. Obviously, there's not a lot of no's right now. We're over 4,000 people as of tonight. But for those who do say no, they're coming back to you. They're going to ask you questions. Even if it's still no, they got more questions to ask, and they're going to want to know what's going on with this deal, because that hook is there and it's in you.
Dude, that is such a great.
If they do let you know, all you got to do is take Seth Frazier for a couple of drinks, and he says yes.
We're going to cut that out. We're going to edit that piece right there. Guys, what Seth said is so powerful. Actually, I'm going to jump over to Charles again. Because what Seth said, it warrants a little bit more attention. Thank you for bringing that up, brother. Charles, why? So let me see if I can put this the right way. In any business, there are a lot of Me Too companies. There's 5 juice companies, and there's like 47,832 weight loss companies, and like there's all kinds of companies. Why isn't there ever going to be another Kannaway?
Well, there definitely isn't ever going to be another Kannaway, but everybody is watching what we're doing here, and I don't want to give the message that there's never going to be another company that's doing what we're doing, because everyone is going to try to do what we're doing. But here's the difference. The difference is that in order to have the quality of our compound CBD, we have spent literally 6 years growing a plant that has to have all of the characteristics that we want, so that we can distribute it legally across the country. And that's the biggest difference that there is right now. There is only one company in the United States that can do what we're doing, and that's us. See, we can ship our product without any worry of needing a doctor's medical explanation or recommendation. Our product has already gone through all the processes to be legal. That's the number one question that people ask, where they say, okay, all right, I get it. I love what you're saying. I love the product. I can't wait to try it myself, but are you sure I'm not going to get arrested when I go into the airport to fly over and see Grandma? And I'm letting you know that our CBD product is a product that you can travel with, you can enjoy, you can give to your kids, and there'll be others that try to make CBD, but they can't provide the legal security of being able to ship this product. And so this puts us years ahead of anyone else that can do this. There's a lot of money that's gone into making sure that we are where we are. There's a lot of proprietary legal aspects of making sure we are where we are. And this, folks, is a blessing for you. This is an opportunity for you. If you've been in network marketing before, you can sense it. You just know that this is special. You've never heard anything like it, and here's your chance to be part of something that is at the bleeding edge of health and wellness, and you're going to be part of the beginning stages of that. If we hit 5,000 tonight or 8,000 tomorrow or 50,000 by the weekend, it's still going to pale in comparison to the fact that we suspect that there will be millions of people that want to get on this green rush, that have just been looking for an opportunity to participate in something natural, that is not synthetic, that has great, great benefits, and that they can easily research. You don't have to be an expert in this one. You don't have to try to figure out all the scientific chemicals and why is this not poison and why is this going to work, and you don't have to figure out any of that. All you have to do is say, look, we're part of a legal cannabis network. It's just a plant. It's just a food. But, man, if you do your research about this plant and this food, you're going to get turned on just like I'm turned on. And this is a chance for you to help your friends, help your family, help yourself physically and financially. And I've never seen anything like it. I've never seen a call that we gave 2 hours notice to, and we had 1,000 people on a call. 2 hours. That's all the notice we gave for our first call. 1,000 people. Never before has that happened, at least in my lifetime, and I had a lot of years of experience. Folks, this is special. Get on the phone and call everybody. You don't have to know about CBD. Just say, look, there's this compound. It's in cannabis. It's legal. It's part of an MLM, and you got to look it up, because I'm looking it up right now myself, and oh my goodness, I can't believe that there's a way for me to get this compound back in my body. And the last thing I'll say at this section is that if it was vitamin C, right, back about, let's say, 200 years ago, no one knew what vitamin C did. They just knew that there were oranges and there were some things about vitamin C, but it wasn't anything special. It became special when pilgrims were coming across and sailors were coming across the ocean, and only a quarter of them were making it to the United States. And the reason why they were dying at sea is because of a problem called scurvy. And scurvy finally got eradicated by somebody accidentally bringing a bag of oranges on a ship, and then they found out that vitamin C stopped scurvy, and people could live through this whole voyage. We feel our product is just like the creation and the discovery of the value of a simple thing that was already there, and that's CBD, just like vitamin C. So hopefully that helps you out.
I love it. I love it, Charles. Nobody does it better, my friend.
One thing to say is, Charles hits a great point. We don't go out, we don't make claims about our products or anything like that. But there is a website that you can all go to, and it's really a centralized point. And it's called mycbdresearch.com. Once again, that's mycbdresearch.com. And there's been over 1,100 case studies and 22,000 peer reviews on CBD. And if you go to this site, you'll notice that you'll get very, very well educated on what CBD is and what CBD does.
There's great videos there too, by the way.
Great additions, guys. Thank you so much. Nobody does it better. Billy Funk, I'm going to come to you in just a second. I'm going to do a quick update. We got some feedback happening. Hold on.
You had a great addition come in. That's why.
Did I have an addition? Hold on, let me see. On the Google Hangout, there are 358 comments right now. There are 750 people watching the Google Hangout. And ladies and gentlemen, when I hit the refresh button, we are at 4,072 people. We started this with a 3 in front of the number, and we're now at 4,072 people. Billy Funk!
Now that's exciting. Well, I mean, we started this 24 hours ago with 0, and to go to over 4,000 in less than 24 hours, I've never seen anything more exciting. To have a product that's CBD infused that you can actually go out there and talk to everybody about, to be able to inform people, educate people. There's really nothing else like it. I mean, so many people out there talk about being at the right place and at the right time. Well, how many times in your life are you going to have a chance to be a part of something that's like literally below the ground? We're not even in the garage yet. We're below the ground on something that can be absolutely revolutionary, that can not just change your life, but can change all the people's around your life. We can literally shift the consciousness of not just the United States, but the entire planet. Because I truly believe that over the last 87 years, a plant called hemp has been suppressed and has been kicked under the rug, has been put behind the curtain because of political prowess, because people had thought that we're in monopoly positions, that it would be better for themselves in their pocketbook to make that plant a dirty subject. But there's inside that plant, you got things like CBD, cannabidiol. It's not THC, it's CBD. It doesn't get you high. It's more associated with that word healthy.
Preach
and so
it,
once
Billy.
once you find out about that, once you go and look at mycbdresearch.com and you make a decision yourself, you're going to be as excited as I am. You're going to be as excited as Charles Vest is, as Christopher Hussey, as Troy Neihart, as Monty Patterson, as Rodney Burton, and Seth Fraser. You're going to get jacked up and excited, and you're going to tell everybody about this phenomenal opportunity called Kannaway. And you can tell I'm a little bit excited.
You need to take another puff off of that CBD hemp vape there. It needs to calm those nerves down just a little bit.
That's pure excitement, Charles. Pure excitement.
Awesome.
Hey, Chris, do you mind if I come in for 1 second, because I actually have an appointment that I found out about this really last minute, so I don't have a whole lot of time to talk. Do you mind if I say a couple words before I need to drop off the call?
Bring it, Seth.
Awesome. Good stuff. All right, guys. So just briefly, I want to say, first of all, I really am thankful for the leadership we've got here, guys like Charles and Billy and Troy, you, Chris, and just everybody that has come together and put together such great resources. The website went up without a hitch last night. Everybody was signing up and hitting it like crazy. In 24 hours, we have over 4,000 people, and that website is standing strong. You haven't seen it go down. You've seen it be consistent. That kind of forethought in building a company means that people have spent millions of dollars on resources and the backbone behind it. You ever join a company and you see them go down when they get their first 500 signups or something along those lines? This company isn't built like that. It's got a lot of strength behind it, a lot of character, and I believe in this company and everybody that's a part of it. I really want to thank a couple of my team members who are really killing it. Of course, I have a massive team, a lot of really, really great workers, but a couple of people I want to single out. I got Ryan Conley, who is absolutely killing it right now, and that team is just ridiculous. You guys are killing it. Thank you guys very much. David Reed, you guys are absolutely tearing it up too, and I want to thank you. David Reed's out in Peru, doing a great job building this from thousands of miles away. Of course, the product is only shipped here to the U.S. for the moment, but still able to build with his contacts here in the U.S. So we've got a really great team working together. I thank all you guys, Billy, always for taking care of me, and thank you guys for having me on the call tonight. I'm sorry to drop off early, but I did get kind of last-minute notice and had to be on to be a part of it. So thank you guys very much for having me, and I hope this thing is going to the moon. I know it will.
I'm glad you were here for the beginning with us, Seth, and thank you so much for your leadership and everything that you bring to the table. We know you don't have to be here, and we are blessed to have you with us, brother.
Thanks, Seth.
Before I go to Mr. Rodney Burton, before I do that, let me do a refresh here. Let's see. 375 comments. We are almost at 800 viewers. Let me jump over and see. We're at 4,085 people. 4,085 people. I'm gonna just take a breath here. I'm gonna just take a breath. There's a lot of questions out there, right? A lot of questions out there. When's the comp plan coming out, right? How much is it going to cost to get in? What can I say? What can I do? All of that stuff. It's simple, guys. It's super simple. We've got the comp plan done, right? We're a week ahead. Comp plan's done, been through legal, been approved, got the stamp. We're good. We got the product. We not only got the product, we then got more product so that just in case somebody got excited, we could fulfill the product. Right? And Troy's on here over with Jason doing more stuff on the product just to make sure we're bulletproof. Right? We are in the cannabis environment. Who else is doing this? It's just not happening again. There's been millions and millions and millions of dollars spent getting here. Right? This is where you were meant to be in 2014. A clock turned and said January 1st, and you made a New Year's resolution to do different things in your life, and you are watching us on this video for a reason. For a reason. Rodney Burton, what do you got, my brother?
Hey, man, how's it going, man? Please forgive me for coming in late. You know how we are sometime, on time. I've been answering hundreds and hundreds of questions per second, and I fell asleep right here in my chair, and I just woke up. I'm like, oh my God, I am late to the hangout, and so here I am. You guys are gonna bring me up to speed, but what I can say is this is phenomenal. I mean, I don't know what's been said, what was going on. I just plugged in, and man, I am super, super excited. My team is super, super excited. There are guys right now on my team that have just as many frontline as I do, and I have over 50. I think maybe more by now. I don't know, but I know that Chris is working diligently. Troy Neinhardt is working diligently. Billy Funk is going hard in the paint. I know rest of you guys right now are killing it. Guys are calling me on the phone right now saying for the first time, Rodney, it's over. The game is over. Rodney, you should have never, ever, told me about this thing. I mean, people right now, look, people haven't even seen a comp plan yet. They haven't seen the capture page yet. And they got, 3,000 people in their power line or 20, 30 on their front line. I mean, that's the power of the imagination. That's the power of this hemp deal right now. I'm telling you guys, from what I've seen so far, I have never seen the growth so fast, so quick, even before the pre-launch. Even before the pre-launch. Man, all I can say right now is get excited or go home. This is what I'm saying right now about this program. Sexy sales. Sexy sales. We have the most sexiest program, the most sexiest leadership in the history of programs right about now. And I mean, I'm excited to the point where it put me, I asked so many questions I fell asleep in my chair in my office. I was knocked out. And I apologize, guys. Go ahead and bring me up to speed. Here I am. You guys take it over.
Rodney, I'm just glad you showed up, brother. You can come in late anytime. I mean, I know for a fact that you are over there in Atlanta. You're in Atlanta, right, Rodney?
Washington, D.C.
Oh, you're in D.C. That's right. You're in D.C. So you're in D.C., and I know you're not sleeping. I know because last night when we launched this thing, I was actually giving the corporate team, updates over my phone. I was like, okay, we just launched it. Is anybody going to sign up? Oh, we hit 10. We hit 30. We hit 100. We hit 400. It was just exploding. So if you were half as engaged as I was, I know you didn't sleep last night.
No way, not at all, man. I think we were up to about 3 in the morning, and I sent a post out on my Facebook group. How many of you guys are still up and still excited? I mean, and the post just went crazy. Because they were sitting there watching their power line just grow and grow. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Look at this thing grow, right before their eyes. So, I mean, tonight is a Friday night. Look, we're out here right now on a Google Hangout at 11 o'clock on a Friday night in Washington, D.C. So, hey, it got to be exciting.
Rodney, I'm actually really, really, really glad that you brought up Powerline. Let me get my controls back. Let me chat with them for a minute. I'm glad you brought up Powerline. We get a lot of questions about Powerline because a lot of people have heard little things, right? They've heard about the compensation plan. Let's talk about the Powerline, guys. So let's be clear. We are going to talk more about what's going on with Kannaway and the compensation plan as we get ourselves over this next week towards March 1st. Like I said, compensation plan is done. Everything's good. We got it in the can. Things are rocking and rolling. But let's talk a little bit about the power line. March 1st to March 31st, right? March 1st to March 31st. That is our pre-launch period. March 1st to March 31st. That is our pre-launch period. We are kicking this thing off in a way. We'll probably have 15,000 people by March 1st. I mean, we've got 5,000, almost 5,000 people, and it was 24 hours. So imagine a week from now, right, when you all have all been doing what you've been doing. Right, so we're going into March 1st, and we have a very special, stay with me because I know some people are going to come back and say, Christopher said, we have a very special launch comp plan so that we can give bonuses and payout to everybody just like that based upon the people they bring to the deal, right? We have a very, very special comp plan, and that's what your power line is all about. That's what the number of people below you is all about. Now I'm not going to go into the whole explanation. I know that's going to like cause some of you to go crazy. Before we get in the next 48 hours, we're going to have some information coming out. We're going to talk to you about what's going on, right? Just know that the most important thing that you can do right now is two things. Get people into the Kannaway deal. Get people into the Kannaway deal and watch that power line below you explode, because that is going to affect your compensation that you make between March 1st and March 31st. Monty, I see you shaking your head over there. Talk to me.
You know, I was thinking about all that you were sharing and all of the incredible panels we're having tonight and what we're doing with the power line. I'll tell you what, the power line is really exciting a lot of people. You know, when we have people going into the groups and saying, where's your numbers at? They're really starting to drive this company like never before. And the thing about cannabis and the thing about what we're doing here with hemp that's so special is it doesn't have to be explained. Everybody actually really already understands it. The news has already done a lot of softening for us. We see Charles out there doing media for us. We see it all over the place. We've seen Dr. Sanjay Gupta on the news. And so all we're left to do is answer the people who are saying, okay, we're seeing what this product is doing. How do we get it? How do we get it? We will literally be able to be the answer, and there's never been a moment like this ever before in history. When we're looking at hemp, where things are going, and the mobile trends that we're seeing happening, this is the biggest trend I've ever seen happening, and it's not just in America. This is around the world. This is a global issue that we're talking about right here, and never before has it ever happened, and never will it ever happen again, where we're at this point, at this time in history, with these products, with a company that's already established, with products that are second to none, with media coverage that is just out the wazoo, with research and publications that are out there to verify what we're saying, and the results to go around along with it. It's just incredible. And so I'm super excited. I know we've got things going on with the hemp vape and all that, but I'm gonna tell you what, the ladies are about to step it up, because we have a skincare line, ladies, that is coming out, that is about to take the hemp vape. You talk about sexy, talk about beautifying, talk about taking CBD where every cell in your skin has receptors for it. Talk about anti-aging. Yeah, the women are about to step it up. So you guys just wait. We're going to hemp vape, but I got my hemp vape right here, but the ladies are in the house. Can I get a witness, ladies? Can I get a witness? That's all I'm saying.
Well, Monty, since you threw down the gauntlet, right? Since you threw down the gauntlet, and Jason's actually on the hangout with us, right? Why don't we go over to Jason and Troy, right? And let's have them talk to us about this. All right, I gotta before we do that, let me tell you a story. My wife doesn't smoke. She's not into smoking. Right? It's just not her deal. If you do, that's on you. It is what it is. She's just not into that. And I brought the hemp vape home. Right? I brought the hemp vape home, and she's just looking at it. And I got a little thing off hit off the hemp vape, and I'm like, you gotta check this out. And you know how you do. You're like, all right, she's addicted. It's like she loves it. Jason, my wife loves the hemp vape.
It's going live. No?
Oh,
that's us.
Well, you know what? I love your wife for loving the hemp vape, because everyone who tries it seems to love it too. And I'll tell you, we've been in the e-cig business for over 4 years, making products for people, developing all kinds of unique things. And when I met you guys almost a year ago and started researching the CBD, and I have a exercise physiology background and kind of an anti-smoking, help the world kind of background, and started really digging into it and realized this is CBD and not THC, I couldn't help myself but just go, how can I help more? What else can we do? Let's get this going. So we've been, even right now, we're at the office coming up with how other ways can we make this bigger, better, and what we can do to improve products and try to find some new products and do some really cool things for you guys. So I'm so glad your wife enjoys it. Everyone that I know that doesn't even like e-cigs, that has already tried it, has just gone nuts over it. So it's good.
I mean, Jason, can you give us a little scoop? Like, can you give us a vision? I know we changed up the end of the pen and the color and give us some inside scoop, guys.
Okay, well, we changed the end of the pen. It actually is a patented product, has a stylus on it, so when you're hanging out, vaping your hemp vape, you can actually use it on your computer, your iPad, your iPhone, whatever it might be. It's got a little unique lighting system on it, so it looks a little different than most e-cigs do. The system inside, we're just doing some unique new things for it. There's something we're working on that we just can't spill yet, and if it works out, it's going to be something.
Hemp, hemp, hooray.
Hemp, hemp, hooray. Yeah, that's the best way to say it. So it's dynamite. There's actually not any other product that can burn a THC or a CBD oil like these atomizers can, so it puts us in a really unique place. If you put these liquids into other devices that are out there, it's going to leak, it's going to burn wrong, and actually the CBD will not transfer through the wicks and the things that help it develop. It won't work. It'll just sit there and they'll get the placebo. And I don't know about you, but I'm not into placebos, so we'll keep it going.
Jason, I am glad that you and Troy are kind of burning the midnight oil over there, because I'm gonna just let you know that there are still over 700 people watching. There are over 400 comments on this particular video right now. And are you ready for this? Billy, get ready, because there are 4,117 people in Kannaway. What do you think, Billy Funk?
I think that's a lot of people at the same time. We haven't even scratched the surface yet. You know, the tip of the iceberg, I don't even think is even out of the water yet. You know, people have seen pictures of hemp vape, but how many people have it in their hands right now? Wait till you guys experience, you know, what this hemp vape product is. Wait till you experience Kannaway and the first Buzz launch event March 1st. Wait till you experience the culture that's behind Kannaway. You know, I think the place to be is one with CBD, and that's what Kannaway is all about. It's not THC. This isn't a hemp vape that gets me high. There's no nicotine in it. I love it. There's no carcinogens in it. It's filled with CBD-rich hemp oil. And, you know, like Charles said, do your research on CBD. I think that once you've gone to mycbdresearch.com and you've taken a look at what exactly CBD is, or you go on your favorite search engine and you type in what is CBD, you know, get dialed into cannabidiol. Once that happens, you're going to come back, you're going to be jacked out of your mind, you're going to be so excited, you're going to start talking to people about it. People are going to think that you're a little bit crazy, but they're going to be curious and excited because you're going to say the words hemp, you're going to say the words cannabis, you're going to say the word CBD, and they're going to go, I wonder what he's talking about. Maybe I should go take a look at that. You know, somebody like Charles Vest is somebody I respect. He wouldn't be involved in something if it wasn't legit. Somebody like Rodney Burton, you know, he builds big businesses. He wouldn't be doing something if he didn't know where it was going. Somebody like Monty Patterson, who's got her own radio show, she wouldn't be involved in something if she didn't know that it was the real deal, that it was 100% legal, federally legal, and that there was something that was happening that, you know what, maybe you don't know about. So what I'm saying today is take a hard look at Kannaway, take a hard look at CBD, and come back. Lock arms with the person that invited you to this hangout. Call them up, send them a message after you've done your research, and get in today. Get your spot locked in. We got an unbelievable opportunity between now and March 1st. And if you have an opportunity to, get down to San Diego, because this event we're going to hold here at the Sheraton Inn is going to be off the charts. Peace, I'm out.
It's so off the charts. Billy Funk's already there waiting.
He's already there a week early. He's there already. Guys, here's what we're going to do. We've been on this thing for about an hour, and we promised. We know it's late over there on the East Coast. Thank you, Rodney. We promised we weren't going to keep you on here, but here's what we're going to do. We are going to give you all the tools. We're going to give you all the motivation. We're going to give you the opportunity that's going to take your life to the next level. So this hangout that you came to, right? If I have to do it by myself, which I'm not going to have to do, because everyone on this panel is committed as well, and we got people waiting in the wings to jump on here. We're going to be here every single night driving your business to March 1st. And then we're just going to keep rocking and rolling from there. So if you're in this deal and you think, I don't know a lot, I don't know what to do, we're going to leave this video up. The moment this is off, this becomes a recruiting video for you. And it's 1 hour long. It's not 3 hours long. They don't have to sit through, 3 hours. It's 1 hour long. right? So all you got to do is say, go watch that hangout. Go get, I watched that thing. They were awesome. You got to go see it. And the link is right down there below. So they can watch, they can click, and they're on your team. We are going to drive this to the stratosphere. Guys, get in your mind right now, if you're on here with me, we're going to take this out of here. I'm going to jump back over to Rodney, and then we're just going to scale this down. Last thoughts, we're going to end up with Mr. Funk on the end taking us out of here. Rodney, how you doing? What's on your mind, my friend?
Right now, the only thing on my mind is, man, is excitement. Excitement for the team, excitement for the company, excitement for the sexy growth that some of these guys are having. I mean, yes, I've built some large, teams before, but not at the speed of this one right here. I'm excited about where you guys are putting together right now. The things you guys are doing behind the scenes are incredible, because most people cannot really give you the credit properly because they don't see what you guys are doing. But these guys are building, a sexy program as far as the share engine that you're putting together, the comp plan that you're putting together, the bonus pools you guys are putting together, the technology behind this. There's been a lot put into this that most people have not seen yet. They think some of these companies are just thrown together, and some companies are, but this one is like a well-oiled machine. And all I can say, man, I'm just excited, man. I wish I had got on here earlier so I can see what you guys said and didn't say. But if you're watching this for the very first time, find the person who invited you to this video and get in ASAP and share it with everyone you care for and love. And get excited, because something new is here, and we're here to stay. Thanks a lot there, Chris.
Thank you, brother. I'm going to change one thing about what you said, Rodney, just one thing. It's not a well-oiled machine. It's a well-hemp-oiled machine.
Hey, I wake up to my hemp oil right here, man. Go to bed to it, and I wake up to it, to the hemp oil. Hemp, hooray.
Before we go over to Monty, I'm going to speak to Gigi out there, because she posted a comment, and it's a great comment, Gigi. You're absolutely right. She said, is this something to smoke? I'm not really into smoking. You know what? I am not into smoking either. And so if the hemp vape becomes something that you like, that's really great. But Kannaway is not about the hemp vape specifically. Kannaway is a number of different products from Monty was talking about our anti-aging line. We have the salve as one of our launch products. We're launching with the salve and the hemp vape. And Troy earlier is talking about over 70 different products in production right now, ready to come out in Kannaway. So we're talking about the hemp vape. We're talking about the salve. We're talking about anti-aging. It's not one product. This is a lifestyle brand for health-conscious people who want to earn a great living and have a great lifestyle. Monty, talk to us. Take us out of here.
Kannaway.
You were on mute there, Monty. Sorry, you were on mute. Sorry.
Oh, can you hear me now?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, awesome. Well, one of the things that I love about what we're seeing with Kannaway is that this conversation is a simple conversation. When I talked earlier about how the media has already softened it, this is as much ancient as it is modern. And I'm seeing for the first time people sending me messages, people that may not have had success before in the industry, saying, I signed up 4 people. And that may not seem like a lot to us experienced builders, but to people who are brand new, people who are seeing people for the first time say yes without hesitation, saying, yes, I want to be a part of this, because they understand that this is a movement unlike any other that we will ever create. And Chris, you said something really, really important. You talked about how we are going to have a family of products. CBD is for everybody, for the young, for the old, for Gen Y, for Gen X, for the baby boomers. Everybody needs CBD, okay? So we are talking about an opportunity here to really touch a lot of lives and to change all of our lives for the better. So the more aggressive we are, the more we go hard, the more we make sure that we spread this. Billy said something earlier that was so key. You know, when you learn and understand what CBD is, because a lot of people, you know, may say, you know, I know I was initially, my first reaction was, wait a minute, is this legal? What are we talking about here? But once I understood CBD, once I did my research, and I understood that my body was created for it, not that my body craves it, but my body was created for it. Now we have a different conversation. Now I'm wanting it. Now I'm craving it. And now we have a movement not only to educate people, but once they understand it, they become ambassadors. And ambassadors represent the company well. They go hard. They make sure that they're telling everybody that they know, get CBD into your life. Kannaway is the new way. It's here, baby. Let's take it home.
Monty, great closing argument, closing thoughts. Thank you very much. I want to do another shout out there. I'm just reading some questions on the page here. Questions on the page. Is this available to Canadians? Is this available to Canadians? So let's talk about this in two different ways. This is a USA opportunity at the moment. Another kind of tangent question is, how old do you have to be in Kannaway? You have to be 18 to be in Kannaway. It's a USA opportunity. You have to be 18 years old. So I want you to pay attention. I'm not going to go in depth on this. We're not going to explain it, but I want you to pay attention to one single statement. Legal to receive income in the United States. Now, for those of you that got that statement, it will answer your question. For those of you that didn't, don't worry about me even making it. This is a USA opportunity. Jason, Troy, closing thoughts. What are you thinking?
All right, closing thoughts. Make sure you get your hemp vape, and if you're still on the fence and don't know what to do, really study CBD, and you'll become a believer like I have. And make sure you encourage anyone in your life that just isn't sure, doesn't know what to do. Just go check it out. Make sure you understand what you're getting into, because CBD is a far better answer than most of the things you're going to find out there. And that's the conclusion I came to. And other than that, Rodney, I'll see you at vape.
What do you got, Troy?
Well, you know, once again, want to thank you. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't have been able to pull this off at the scale that we pulled it off to this point. You know, I know you spent endless hours and getting us to where we're at right now. You've moved your family once again to be part of the corporate team with us. We greatly appreciate that. For all those of you that are out there and you don't understand CBD, you don't understand cannabis, you're wondering a lot of things. There's one thing that I could recommend for each and every one of you to do, and that's to go to Amazon.com and buy the book, The Emperor Wears No Clothes. The Emperor Wears No Clothes. That will answer everything. That will spell out what has happened in history. That will show to you why history is repeating itself. That will show to you why literally the Industrial Revolution combined with the agricultural revolution is never going to be what the green rush is, the green revolution that we're about to experience right now. And I don't mean that just specifically in Kannaway, because we're all going to make a lot of money in Kannaway. This movement is what is going to change America. This movement is going to change the world. So, you know, buy the book, share the book, whatever it takes. The Emperor Wears No Clothes, and also educate yourself on mycbdresearch.com. Go out, share this video. Share your, you know, your information that you learn, and let's help the world change to a better place.
And last little thing, if you think the 3 products that are available now or something, you have no idea what's coming.
Absolutely.
None. Like, do you think this is exciting? I have to, like, hold it in every day. Like,
Thanks, guys. Troy, thank you so much for allowing me to be part of the team, my friend. Thank you. Mr. Vest, nobody does it better. What do you got? Closing thoughts. What are you thinking, my friend?
Well, I'm thinking about what has taken place over the last year of us saying, OMG, we have got to figure out a way that, you know, we already knew this product, this core product CBD was a home run for network marketing and a home-based business. You know, Troy and I looked at this a year ago, and we were pinching each other that, my God, we finally found the compound, the product, the uniqueness. But, you know, when we thought about putting an MLM together, we knew that we had to have the right team as well as the right distribution, the right product, you know, the graphics department. We had to have customer service. We just knew that this was going to be so big and such an opportunity that we had to be patient and build all of the infrastructure that it took to actually launch a billion-dollar type of company that this is, a billion-dollar opportunity. And you know, the months kept ticking by, and it was not easy, folks. And you know, I got my hats off to Troy, who behind the scenes, I mean, this guy has worked 18 hours a day every single day. I don't know how he does it. And then when we were able to bring our president and CEO, Jeff Rogers, into the mix, that sealed it. Jeff Rogers is a consummate professional. He's put this comp plan together for us. He's the one that's contacted our legal, the most conservative, but also the most sought out, one of the most sought out attorneys in the MLM space. We just have really a magnitude and a magnetic force that is pulling the best of the best together. And Chris, you're one of them, and we appreciate you very much for what you're doing. I'm going to make a point to be on every single Google Hangout we can. Yeah, we all look like we're happy, and we you know, you might just tune in halfway and say, are these guys high? Is these girls high? And I'm letting you know, none of us are. Well, maybe Monty is, because you know, she's over there with that sign that says rejoice over her head, but no, absolutely not. But the thing is that we are hempy for sure, right? You know, I don't smoke, I don't do drugs, I don't drink, none of that stuff. I mean, I am as clean as a whistle, but I do all of these products. I take all of these products because of what they do for me. And so do your research. Go to cbdresearch.com. It's a great find when you find that site. And, you know, come on board and really, really make a difference in the world.
My friend, thank you so much for your wisdom. Nobody does it better. Did you guys hear that? He just made a commitment to be on all the Hangouts, and I made a commitment to do this every single night to drive your business. I mean, come on. I mean, we know what we're doing. We've done this before. We've walked this road. We've laid the stones. We've paved the road, and now we're about to blow this thing up. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I have the greatest respect for this last gentleman on the panel. And so actually this is going to be it for me. I'm going to do one last. We still have 650 people watching, right? We have over 400 comments on our inaugural Google Hangout page, right? And I'm going over here and I'm refreshing the admin. We have 4,173 people. Today, since midnight, we've put in 2,640 people today. Yesterday, in a matter of hours, we put in 1,016 people, 4,173 people in a deal that isn't even a day old. It's not even a day old, and we're not really kicking off the launch until March 1st. Guys, click the button, get the digits, get in the deal, get back here tomorrow night, get in the Facebook group, get the messaging, get back here, and let's drive this thing. This is the last thing I'm going to say, because I'm going to turn it over. I'm putting him on the spot. I didn't tell him I was going to do this. I'm going to turn this over to the master, Billy Funk, to wrap this thing in a bright green hemp-colored bow and take us home.
Right on, Christopher Hussey. You know, just like Charles Vest and Troy were pinching themselves when they found out about CBD, you know, over a year ago, I was pinching myself a month and a half ago to be in that first group of people to take a look at Kannaway. I had no idea what I was about to look at, and to be in that room looking at the products, the testimonial, the company, the infrastructure, the vision, the culture, I was literally slapping myself going, am I in a dream, or am I, you know, right here alive and awake? And I found out that I'm awake. And I found out that Kannaway was a real deal. I found out that CBD was not THC. And so what happened over the next month and a half was education. We all have been educating people about CBD and hemp, industrial hemp, versus THC, and the differences of all the cannabidiols. So what I want to let you know is that at around, I think it was right around 8 o'clock Pacific time last night, when Kannaway's lights flipped up, when the buzzlaunch.com was ready to allow people to lock their spot in for free. That moment, the earth shook. A tsunami was formed. And it's not a giant wall of water. It's a giant wall of wealth and health, and it's headed your way right now. If you haven't seen it yet, it's coming. Do you need a surfboard to surf this baby in? Absolutely not. You already have the best vehicle to do that, and that's your voice. That's your mind. That's your friends, your relationships. That's online and that's offline. You can help impact a lot of people with this incredible opportunity. The choice is yours. Remember, if you sit there and get nothing, you're going to sit there and you're going to get nothing. So I encourage you right now, because the tsunami called Kannaway is headed your way. What are you going to do? Are you going to run from the hills? No. If you're like me, you're going to want to position yourself right in front of this wall, what I call wall of wealth, and you want to surf this baby into shore. So position yourself in front of it, get back with the person who invited you to this hangout right now and tell them you're ready to join, you're ready to get started, or hey, you know what, maybe you got some questions. Maybe you haven't done your research yet, so get to mycbdresearch.com, take a look at CBD, take a look at Kannaway, and get started today. Till next time, guys. Stay awesome.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everybody.